I can't believe that I haven't showed this car yet. Earlier this summer, when Haley and I went to try to go camping at Alvord Desert, my car only made it to government camp before it broke down. And at that point, I've been fixing this car, every month. Like, there was just something, and it was nearing 200,000 miles, over 20 years old. I just decided it is, and I had it for a decade at that point. So I just decided it was time for a new car. So I got this one right here. It was a salvage title. It had been in an accident. So I got a much better deal on it than if that hadn't happened. Anyway, now I've had it for a couple months. Really like it. It's much bigger, so I have no issues fitting a lot of gear in here for the bigger gigs. I wanted to show it because I realized that I hadn't yet, but that's not what we're doing today. It is that time of the year where it is my brother's birthday, so I need to figure out how to make him his birthday box, which every year I make it as hard as possible to open while not crossing the line to impossible. So I have a couple ideas. I'm getting ready to go take off to find some supplies. Last year, if I remember, I did a horrible job. I think it was like 7 minutes that he got it open, like way too quick. So hopefully I can do a little bit better job this year. First stop is a thrift store. I can certainly build some sort of box that everything goes in as a starting point, but if I can find what I'm going for at a thrift store, I think that will be a better option. Super Thrift. This has been around for a while. They recently changed their sign and their branding, and it looks a lot fancier than it used to. When I was reselling, this place sucked. I come here like once a month because it just never gave me anything. But we'll see if I can get what we need today.
She said to pack my things and go. Said it was done, you should already know. It wasn't right, won't put up a fight. There ain't no reason, no rhyme. Questions were asked, untruths.
Alright, so I got lucky. First try, first attempt, or first location, whatever. Yeah, small little, tool tackle box. I think this will do really well. And then an eagle mask, And also, this is great because right across the street is Harbor Freight. And so that's really convenient for my next spot. And then right across the street from Harbor Freight is the Super Thrift. Did the ammo can one year, had a Craigslist welder weld it shut. Looking for epoxy and maybe some like seal foam. Harbor Freight was mostly a success. I want to get a 2-part epoxy, and they do not have that there. They don't really have much like a glue selection, but I am happy that I got the Flex Seal there, the plastic coating, whatnot, because I need to make sure to seal this box pretty well so the epoxy that I put on it later doesn't seep in and get on any of the goods. Burrito and new jailbreak, and then back to Joel stuff. So I'm kind of being lazy with the gifts that are inside this. I've done this previous years, and it's not what I prefer, but anyway, I'm just going to a couple places and getting some unique snacks. I do have a couple little bit better things at home, but most of the package is just going to be kind of weird snacks. Got them like a cute little souvenir from Paris that I think you might appreciate. I don't know. So yeah, we are at Hong Fat. I'm gonna go here and then maybe a Mexican grocery. We'll see. By the way, that burrito was pretty solid. It was like an 8.2 out of 10. It's a Yucatecan / Mexican place. So I got a burrito and panucho, and I think I like the panucho better.
Don't put it on me.
So you want to see what snacks I got? This right here is a mustard and octopus flavored Lay's. Hi-Chews, a coconut-filled corn candy, another Hi-Chew, and then this called Kororo. And I don't know what Ramoon is, but it's Ramoon flavored jiggly and squishy candies. So that, combined with the couple things that I already have at home, I think should fill this box. All right, what I was hoping was the last stop was Michael's to pick up a 2-part epoxy to kind of clear coat, thick shell the outside of everything. It is $100, $109 for one that I don't even know if will cover the entire thing. So I looked at glue and I was like, maybe a bunch of layers of like glue, but then the more I thought about it, that's Elmer's style glue, and that's just gonna probably be pretty easy to get off. So I did something I don't like to do, been trying for the most part not order off of Amazon, but found a pretty big container on there for $25, and then I paid a little extra for shipping today. So I'll be able to go home, kind of start prepping and getting this box ready. And then in, 3 to 7 hours, the epoxy will be here, and hopefully I can get the first layer going tonight. Whew, it is too hot to not have the air on so I can talk to the camera. Okay, I'm going home. So I'm prepping the birthday box, and it's too small to fit some of the full bag, so I had to open them and pour them in. And I'm kind of excited about that because I wanted to try this coconut corn candy. I actually have a piece here. It's exactly what you think. It tastes like corn coconut candy, and it's pretty good, but I don't know if I'd want more than one. There's something addictive about it. Okay, unfortunately, we are quickly running out of space, and this bag here has a lot of air in it. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm still not for sure if that's gonna fit, but what I'm gonna try to do is poke a tiny hole in it, push out a lot of the air, then cover the hole, and then maybe it will lay flat. There we go. I smell this mustard and octopus. It doesn't smell strange at all. Okay, most of it out without crushing chips. Now, everything is in except I have some garlic from the garden. This is German red. I think that will fit there, no problem. And then his birthday mask. I could smell the last person that wore it. All right, cool. I had to put the dogs inside. I think this is exactly up Lola's alley, and she'll want to investigate. So I've never actually used this Flex Seal. I'm kind of excited to see what it does. I've already shaken it for a minute or so. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's gonna strengthen this at all, but looks cool. I did the whole box and then I reinforced the seam. I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit and then come and do the seam again, and then hopefully we'll get to the resin tonight. I think the original plan, which plans always change with these boxes, was to make some sort of mold and encase this in it. I can't find any materials that they would work in, and also I'm not really sure I have enough resin to make that happen. So what I'm going to do to start is I have a small piece of a water bottle that I cut, and I put a little line on it for measurements, and then the bottom of an empty vinegar container, and you know, one-to-one mix, stir it up for a while, and then I have a few paintbrushes, and I'm just gonna paint, just try to do a ton of layers, and hopefully it turns into just this thick hard shell. And that's, yeah, I don't know, I'm just hoping it works out that way. Resin going in. All right, and I have this wooden shim right here from when we put in the front door, and I'll just go ahead and stir the shit out of this. I'm actually feeling good about this. It's not that late right now. It's maybe 10 o'clock. I'm hoping I can get a couple layers in before I go to bed. Well, that's a mess. I think some of this is going to go through to the brick concrete, so I'm going to find another piece of cardboard to sit on this side. We'll be back in an hour. See if I can do another layer. I don't love how this is dripping down. I feel like I'm losing a lot. So I dug through the recycling bin and found a box. It was a perfectly square box and too small for this rectangle. So I modified it to make it into a rectangle, the biggest rectangle that I could, and it is still about an inch or two too small. And now I've used, you know, some of the resin, so I have even less to start with. So I might have some. I'm gonna go look downstairs. Maybe I have something down there. I found a large flat rate, which is a square. Too big of a square, but I might be able to make the. May not be able to make this into a rectangle too. And I won't. I'm unable to do the math to know if it's gonna work until I do it. So I'll make this into a rectangle, and we'll see. Pretty good size. All right. And while I was looking in the shed just a little bit ago to put something away, I found something else that should make this even harder to get open. Wire mesh, ouch, fence screen. It's pretty moldable, but it's still like heavy duty. I might need some gloves to bend that piece. But yeah, so I'm going to put on some gloves, wrap this around, stick it in the box, cover it in resin, and square box made into a rectangle box. Covered the inside, so hopefully nothing will leak out. Covered the cracks on the outside, so hopefully nothing will leak out. Measure. If it were daytime, I would be pounding this together with a hammer, but it's probably nearing midnight now. All right. Yeah, I don't know about this, but I'm just gonna pour a lot in. Good morning. So I'm taking a look at what the resin is looking like. Originally, I pictured this being this, this kind of clean looking, like glass, like clear coat sealed box, and it's not going to look like that. It's going to look gross and trashy, and I guess I'm just going to have to be okay with that. Here, let me show you. Okay, so here it is. If we can see at the bottom, but the resin it's kind of rubbery right now. So it's not sticky, but it's not fully cured. And it's like a 1/2 inch sitting at the bottom with, layers stuck on the side. So I'm gonna pour more on it, but I think it's just gonna, build up on the bottom. I don't know. I'm not sure the best way to go about it, but we'll keep going. Okay, so doing the last and final step. All right. The resin has dried, but I made that mistake yesterday when I was rushing, where I just did 2. You're supposed to do 1 and 1 of the epoxy and the hardener or whatever, and I just did 2 of the epoxies. And that's never going to dry. So it's a little bit tacky and sticky, and that's really unfortunate because I don't like to make these gross to open. But it is what it is. There's nothing you can do to really remove that at this point. So last step is 1 more thing of Flex Seal. Then after that dries today, I can get it in a package and get it shipped off. Now I don't know what Flex Seal is going to do on top of wet epoxy. Hopefully it doesn't just make it even grosser. But.
Happy birthday!
Are these gloves? Because I might want gloves.
Yeah. And okay.
So you touched it. I was like, it's a little sticky.
Yeah. So the gloves shouldn't have been needed, but I made a mistake in part of the process, and 1 layer is never gonna cure. So it might be a little bit.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, what you're seeing on the outside is that spray rubber.
Okay.
And then underneath it is a bunch of layers of resin. Which, if you see the bottom, I wanted to originally encase the whole thing in resin, but that's just hundreds of dollars of resin to do this. So.
Yeah.
So it's just a blob on the bottom, and a lot of layers painted through the side. But it's a 2-part resin where you have to do 1 to 1. And one of the layers, I grabbed one, poured it in. Thought I grabbed the other one, but I grabbed again the same one.
Oh.
And that's just what it is. There's no way to get it off.
Okay.
Because it was already in this cage. Okay.
Started on it.
And the timer says go.
All right.
Last year, I think, was a complete failure on my part. I don't know, it was 7 minutes or something.
Yeah, I remember getting it pretty quick. Well, it was hard to get into, but then once I took it out, it was hard to get it started. But I remember taking it out on the front porch and really chopping into it then.
Yeah.
Don't you put it on me. Leave it where you found it. Throw away your key. Whatever you're looking at, see. Whatever.
I got it.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in myself. All right, 11 minutes and 7 seconds.
11-7.
I'm a failure.
It's probably that layer that didn't.
Yeah, maybe.
Really cool.
Come on.